Here. We're going to do a 2011 Suburban cloth to leather conversion. In this video, we're going to do the third row. Okay, what I did is I pushed right here on a lock on this pin, which gets this lock piece to come down. Did it on both sides. It thinks it's locked into place, so now I can pull the number one lever up and lift the back up. And you may see carpet for a little bit. Okay, so now it's up. Now you can start taking this apart to get all the material off. Okay, I started with removing this piece at the top. There's two screws that are here. They're the T30 star screws. So T30, and take those off. I came down here and I pulled on the side. You may squeeze a little bit to pop it loose at the top, but that's after you take this one T30. That's right there. So anyway, now the seat belt will actually slip past that, and the seat belt is free. But you have all these clips on the bottom of this piece to get loose. Be very careful. It looks small and it's kind of hard to get to. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can kind of see how they're attached. So in those little square holes, you've got clips. What I did is I pulled straight forward and it released pretty easy. You can see there's a middle clip in the center. So what it looks like is you've got tons of these T30 screws to take out and pop these plastic pieces off. And once you start doing that, then you can start getting to your cover to remove. So just look around for all the screws. Seem to be all on the side, and pieces will be more. There we go, the same side and the back, and we'll just continue popping those off. I'm pulling some of this off just to get a feel for what's in store, and just with some fabric hanging on some metal items that I just had to pull over, or you can just cut if you're throwing this thing away, it doesn't matter. And there's one of those clips on this metal piece. Over here in the front makes sense, but looks like we're going to be dealing with just Velcro. Oh, like the Velcro. A little bit better than those snaps, but anyway, snaps are nice too, I guess. Just like the Velcro better. This is what the back looks like after you take the back cover off, which was just a couple screws up there. And you may find interesting stuff like a chewing gum wrapper, I think, that's crammed in. I don't know how things get like that, but and there's some grime on the bottom of this thing that I'm going to clean up. But so here is this strap and this strap. Just very easy to take off. Looking around, wonder how this is handled. Well, that's interesting. Some kind of metal piece in there. Wire. Okay. So I'll have to look at that, and hopefully maybe it just pulls out at the end. So that metal piece does have a little hook right here. If you can just get the material off of that hook, or push it forward with the eye hole and get it unhooked, then you should be able to pull it straight through and out. There's the hook. In case y'all are wondering, Why, hey, there's carpet and not concrete floor. I was in the garage, but it is extremely cold. I moved inside and put down a towel, a grunge car towel, so I won't mess up the carpet in case there's any grease on these rollers. But doing inside where it's nice and warm. This is basically a straightforward deal. Once you have that metal wire out, then you just pull it through and get it off the seat belt. And just pull it. There's all this material that got stuff down in there. Just pull it out, and now you're dealing with Velcro. So just pull it out of there. Velcro's in the middle, Velcro's down the sides, and it's off. So now I can put the bottom on with the new material. After inspection of how will I get this back material off, there's a seat belt that goes down in here, and of course this one on the side. So I'm assuming we'll have to take those two bolts loose. I'll have to lift up the foam, probably take it off, but there's a bolt way down, there it is, and take that loose to get the seat belt loose, and then we can, like this side, we can get the material over and off and out. And it looks like back here is the starting of some clips. So get my screwdriver out if I can get it with my hand. I got it. Okay. So looks like it just clips on the back right there. Just have that. It's going to pull through, but there's probably something else. So I'm just getting started on it. It's like there's a little tab. Yep. So we'll pull that off using that guy, and I'll give you an update on where to go from there. Okay, so we found some more of those clips. So just follow those little push button things in, pop those out, another connector here, and we're starting to get it off of here. Okay, there was some Velcro in the front, but pulled it off the top. It was easier to pull from the top up than rolling it, and I had to make it over the headrest clips. Then this nice, wonderful, strong cardboard piece falls out. Okay, you can see all I did was remove the back bolt and loosen the front bolt because it goes behind it when it's open. You slip it off. So just get it off, slip it through the material. Same with the bolt that was on that guy for this connector. It would connect down in there, and now the material is off. So now the fun of putting the new material on. So I'm trying this method first. Went inside, I pulled the seatbelt through. This is a difficult piece, got it through. So now I'm going to pull this through inside, and I'm hoping this will slip over. If not, I may have to turn it inside out. Decided to do is actually I slipped the cover on about halfway, and then I got the cardboard slid in there rather than tying the cardboard down. So basically the same thing that GM had. So anyway, now I'm just pulling the material down. I started with the back, and I pulled it over the sides, got the cardboard in. So then I worked on the front of stuffing this material back here, and I found it easy if I pulled out the foam, pulled it out the front, and wrapped the leather on the foam, and then pushed it down. Now I can reach from the back and start pulling that material out. This flap on the side, let's not forget, wraps around there because it will have that push pin type push connector, and we want all that tight. So just gradually working myself around, and I'll get that edge done, and then I'll take the top and just push down. You see my hand going down, and I push the material more once I get it through, and pull from the back, and we'll get this smoothed out quite a bit. So lay the back down, which is an easier way to get to the material that's going through. And so you can see, you can push the cardboard forward more. You can make sure that the foam goes over the metal as you're pulling this through and over and getting it tight. Be careful not to let it rip. Had a piece that was starting to talk to me a little bit. No big deal, but you don't want it to continue. So anyway, I was able to pull a lot of this through and get it over, and like that. It's not on the metal bracket yet, so let me get that over, as you see. And anyway, definitely need two hands, pull and tug, and then go back to the front, like I said, and go push your hands down the material, try to get more material to tighten it up, smooth it out. Okay, so no wrinkles on that side, got it tight in there. Now I got to do this piece, so we'll push down and pull from the bottom. So you see how it's pushing. Can't do it with both hands, but basically pushing down. See how smooth it's starting to get, and pull from the bottom underneath, but get it all smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Leather has some wrinkles, so I got all the front tight. So what I'm starting to do now is I pull this really tight. Cut me a little slit in the leather so I can put my push clip in, and I'll kind of figure out if I want to, you can see where the holes were. I want to double it, or how do I want to arrange this side, but basically cut you a little hole and drop it in, but pull it really tight so it'll look really nice on the front. Okay, so you cut a small hole, get a little bit bigger to get, found it better to get over the push button first, and then you can work it, and so you get a nice tight fit. Also ran into the issue of this wasn't in the Velcro groove, so I had to take the back loose and reach my hand way up in there and get it connected. So now it is, looks better. And for here, basically cut a little hole with your knife, and then I jabbed a Phillips screwdriver through. So this piece will screw in there and hold that down. So that's the next piece, and have to do the same over here. Just work it slow. Don't be too concerned. It's easy. Just snap back on here. You want to have the hole lined up with the push mechanism. Oh, there's the hole, and the push mechanism was on this side, but they just snap on, smack them on there. So that's one done. This one, a tip is to put your screws, push them in. You'll feel them very secure in this piece of plastic, because what you don't want to do is drop them down that hole. Then you'll be taking your cover back off. So don't do that. Haven't done that, which is good, but these hold the screws nicely if you push them in firmly. And then what I did a while ago is I took one and lined it up with the hole in the leather, tried to line those two up with the leather, and then kind of hunted around until I found the hole for the screw as I turned my T30 on it. I turned it inside out. I have shoved the material in between the seats, because between, you see again, there is a line to try to center this up, and this will be a little bit easier on getting the Velcro in the spots on this piece than the back. So we're going to start with lining up the center and getting the center Velcro in its slot, and then do the sides, and then we'll roll the ends over. It's the same process that we've done on other chairs. So, and see, some of this stuff will have to come through that hole for the seatbelt. But anyway, pulling the bottom piece through and making sure it's all snug. Notice there's a screw hole there we're going to have to cut out, which matches that screw hole. So we'll go ahead and cut a hole there. But pull these tight, connect them. I've got the Velcro done in the front and lined up. So I just need to run that rod through that piece on the back side of the handle. And then I can work on rolling the front. Okay, I've got the hook piece in there. Took a little finessing to get this side, but I believe this is how it should be, with one clip over the carpet piece on both ends. That keeps it together, and then now I can turn it and flip it where it's hidden. And that's not how mine was when I took it down, but you know, could have been kicked around and flopped out, but I believe that's the way it should be. So, I believe that's the way it should be. Excellent time to take the seat belt and feed it through. We have this all loose, and you can start putting that bolt back in it. Tighten that down, and you can clip, and what you'll see, or start seeing, is some of the new material covers the screw holes. So we got some holes to cut in the material for all those. So just kind of watch those, pull it tight, cut the hole, and you're good. I want to show this. So that's the correct way to mount that seat belt underneath the phone. So the material is on the very back of it here, and it's side of it's next to that lip right there. So lock it into place like that, and that's how it came out. So you're golden. Seat belt on, torque it down, tighten it up, and what we're going to do is start cutting all the little holes that need in the leather. Pull it kind of tight when you do that, and we'll put all the clips on here and around the bar and everything, and make sure you cut all the slits for all the holes, because what you're going to have to do is put that bottom piece, that's over there, that laid over there, on the bottom track first. And once that's on, then the side pieces can be popped and screwed back into place. You may have to do a little modification like I will on this clip here. See how wide that is? That is not that wide. I'll try to cram it in there, but if it's not going to work, I can cut the plastic and cut an end piece off. The original seat only had one clip in here. I like the idea of having an extra clip to tighten it down, but you also have a screw here. You have the back and all the sides and everything put back on. What you need to do is hit your number 1 and flip your seat down. Then hold in your number 2, always strong, and take the hooks and push with your finger to push them back. Mine are open now, and they're ready to go back into the truck and lock in. And this also locks the top back down, so you can carry it like a suitcase and it won't open up on you. Yeah, one side is done. And there are the back seats in, looking nice.